chat, it's been a minute. How's everyone doing? It's been busy. It has been a busy week. Obviously, Mipha does not like that. Mipha has been throwing a minor fit. Where is she? Oh, she's on my shoulder. Never mind. I was like, let's show Mipha, and Mipha is already on her way to me. But yeah, it's been a busy week. Like, the majority of you already know where I've been, but it has been Heroes of Time week, so I've been gone raising money for charity. I love doing that stuff. It was so much fun, y'all. Heroes of Time was a blast. Okay. It was a slightly mixed bag because I was just, like, I wasn't sick, and I am still not sick, but if you guys know anything about me, my cough lasts for fucking ever. I still have a very, very slight, like, so that kind of sucked. And you know, it's like twice as bad when I'm in a house full of people who are very, very paranoid about getting sick, because you know, you get sick and that's it. You can't work for like a week or two, and I had to be very clear. Well, I didn't have to. It's not like anyone was coming at me. No one cared. I'm gonna be very, very clear. Nobody cared. It's just that, like, you know, that self-conscious, like, oh God, if I start coughing, then people are gonna feel weird. If I cough right now and keep coughing through the weekend, people are gonna side-eye me and like label me as patient zero, you know. Toisaku, thank you so much for the $1.09 super chat. I appreciate it. Hope you feel better, caw. Thank you. I'm like 99% there. I am genuinely like 99% there, and that last 1%, and I've always been like this. My entire life, I have always, anytime I got sick with anything, it could be like the lightest head cold ever. Literally just like congestion, and you know, not even anything that hits really hard, but I will stay coughing for the next like months. It takes me months. I don't remember what my longest was of coughing after the fact, but I think it was something like 4 to 5 months. It was anywhere between 3 to 5 months, and I had a constant cough. At this point, chat, I'm like 90% certain that it's asthma based. Everything that my doctors have ever given me for this shit has always been like, oh, this is for asthma. And when I think about it, a lot of the nuances in it kind of tracks. So I'm like, maybe I just have asthma. Maybe that's something that I have had and I just never really acknowledged it. But yeah, my dad has asthma too. So I'm like, you know, honestly, everything lines up. It tracks. I probably just have asthma, and that's why I've been fighting this whole time. Samantha, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Contribution to the Dayquil fund. I don't need Dayquil. I'm good. I promise. I'm fine. I actually did, I did just get my inhaler back, so I can put that $5 toward what I spent on the inhaler. But I just got my inhaler back, and that's been helping loads. I wish I had it for the event, and it wouldn't have been so bad. But I couldn't find it. It got lost somewhere when I did the move, and then after that I was like, well, guess I'll just die, because I couldn't find it, and I knew I was gonna be using my throat and like heavy breathing a lot over the weekend, but it's fine. It's not a huge deal. And yeah, I gotta do Blue Sky, thank you. How was the event? It was great. The event was honestly so good. Great people, great vibes. Some old friends and also some new friends too. I made a couple new friends. Made a couple new friends this time, and it was lovely. We raised $50,000, which is amazing. I'm very, very happy with that. We were all very, very proud of ourselves after the fact. Also, I'm sorry, I'm getting the blue sky thing done. I need to end at 5 p.m. So yeah, today's definitely going to be a shorter day, y'all. Where all today is a, hey, let's touch base and talk about the event a little bit, and then I'm gonna ship you guys off to Brett's channel because I'm going to D&D immediately after this. And I also didn't want to I didn't want to wait the weekend to touch bases because I knew if I did that, then the first stream would be just chatting anyway, because I've learned my lesson. Anytime I come back from an event, there's too much to talk about, and then I just end up not I just end up not playing the game. We are now live, just hanging out and chatting about Heroes of Time. Come hang out. That's fine. That's all right. Okay, I'm gonna grab my links and then I'll be good. Go Haku! Go Haku! Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Masae Find-O-Matic Fund? Bro. Okay, wait, I do have to say, I could not live without little like tracky things for my wallet and keys and stuff. I cannot tell you how many times stuff like that has saved my life because I lose everything on the daily. I never know where anything is. Okay, there we go. And I post. Yay, I've done it. Is there anyone to watch the VODs? Presently, I do believe the VODs are still active on Twitch on pretty much everyone who is simulcasting's respective channels. There's also the Coliseum Live channel that was the main hub for everyone, and that should also still have the VODs. As for like preserving them, I do believe that Jiggy is planning on uploading the VODs to his channel. He's been uploading all of like the Coliseum VODs, and I do believe that he's planning to do the same with Heroes of Time. I can ask him, honestly. I'll just ask him later. Okay. I got blue sky done. Ta-da! And shut. Okay. Hopefully they get loaded on YouTube eventually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they will. I know that they were talking about VODs, and I remember Jiggy talking about like how uploading VODs on his channel always is. So I don't know when, because Jiggy has a lot of travel ahead of him. Dude, okay, so not yesterday, what day is it today? Today is Friday. On Wednesday, so okay, where do I start with this? So TLDR, we had the charity, which I left. Let me see, where is it? Yeah, I went to the charity on Wednesday. Yes, I went to the charity on Wednesday, so that was the 18th. And then we did like pre-show, pre-record. We're gonna like oh, actually, you know what? No, I went to the charity on Tuesday this time. Yeah, we had some extra days beforehand to like film stuff and everything. So we had like a whole ass like bunch of lead up before the event. And then the lead up was the 20th through the 22nd. And then after that, okay, so by and large, I should have been back on the 23rd. However, people wanted to go to Disney World. There were two groups that wanted to go to Disney World, and one was going on Monday and one was going on Wednesday, and I went with both. I think there was also a group that went to Hollywood Studios on Tuesday, but I literally went to Disney World like on Monday and Wednesday, and so I am dead, y'all. I am so tired. But yeah, so what the point that I was getting at was that on Wednesday, the group that I went with was Melody, Jiggy, and Crafty. And we all just tripped around, went around Epcot and hung out and stuff. I found out that they had a flight the very next day at like 10 a.m. So they were gonna be dead. They're actually shipping out to PAX East immediately after all of like the pre-show and also the show itself, then like 3 days of Disney World, and then immediately taking that flight to Boston. Insane. Absolutely crazy. I heard about that. I was like, oh, y'all are doomed. That sucks. I wouldn't even want to go to PAX at that point, dude. That is brutal. It was, I already felt like I was running on fumes. By Wednesday, I was absolutely running on fumes, and I always say I'm gonna go and crash and burn, but it's largely tongue-in-cheek, you know, like I'm still functional. I'm still fine. I'm okay. Yeah, this was a true crash and burn, y'all. After everything wrapped up, I was like, holy shit. I literally, like, the very last day, Wednesday night, when I got home from Disney World at like 11 p.m., mind you, because we were, I had to, like, the park closed at 9. We stayed until closing and a little bit after. And then I had to drive home. So by the time I got home, it was like 10:45, 11 o'clock at night. And I swear to God, I was hungry. I was so hungry and I wanted to eat so bad. Brett got us some food. I sat down, tried to eat, and I just couldn't. It was the weirdest experience that I've ever had coming off of an event, but I was just like actually so tired that I could not eat. It was bonkers. I have never been quite that exhausted. It was wild. It was just like, this seems great. I really want to eat this. Also, I feel like if I eat this, I'm going to vomit. So I had to only take like 2 bites, and then I fell asleep sitting up. So, you know, I was done. I was absolutely perishing at that point. Jiggy has limitless energy, I swear. Poor dude was getting real tired by the end. Like, Jiggy has a whole lot of energy, bless him, but he definitely was like starting to run on fumes. I was like, oh, bro, get a nap. Sounds like a sim from any Sims game. I felt like a sim. I actually thought of that. I was like, you know what? I'm about to like fall asleep standing up. That's where I am at right now. Hi, Joseph Slacky. Welcome. But yeah, so it was a lot of fun. Disney World, are we trying to not get copyright strikes? No, I just like to twist the words Disney World. Sometimes I say Disney World. Sometimes I go Disney World. I don't know. It's fun to mash up Disney World because everyone knows where it is and everyone gets excited when I mention it. So I'm like, it's Disney World. Blah, 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 blah. But yeah, otherwise, oh, I also, dude, so the stream ended on Sunday, right? And of course we ran until like, you know, 1 in the morning. That's how it be. We went until 1 in the morning to finish up that last segment that was going very, very well. And I wasn't planning to go to Disney World on Monday. I was not planning to go to Disney World on Monday. That was a complete surprise because Bird and Fu invited me. It was, I literally was just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go get lunch with Jiggy and Crafty and Mel on Wednesday, and then that'll be my Disney World check-in. And and that was a great plan because I was like, great, I can just rest on Monday and Tuesday, and then I'll be recharged for Wednesday to just go and have like a lunch or something. It'll be fine. And then I got invited to the Monday one, and I had to think of it because I was like, wait a second, like, if we're going to Disney World on Monday and they were gonna like try to be at the park by like 10 a.m., where does that leave me in the case of like sleep and getting home? So it was definitely a wild time because the stream ended at 1 a.m. And then, you know, we're all shooting the shit. We're all having a little post celebration and clapping for and just talking about what we had just done over the weekend. And I realized if I want any shot at going to Disney, I'm gonna have to like pack everything right now in the dead ass of night and drive home immediately instead of staying over until the next day. So that's what I ended up doing. I ended up like, I said my goodbye to everyone and I packed up everything that I brought in the house into my bags, threw them in my car, and got home at like 4:30. I got home at like 4:30 in the morning. I was crashing out because then I had to wake up at like, I think I had planned to wake up at when did I wake up? I think I woke up at like 9. I woke up at like 9 a.m. and I actually ended up falling asleep at about like 5:30. So I was running on like 4.5 hours of sleep going to Disney World. It was I'm not built for that anymore, y'all. When I was younger, I might have been able to do that, but man, I'm feeling firsthand the difference in energy level. It's kind of wild. Oh, hell no, driving on that time of day and on little sleep would make me so anxious. That I basically, so we have like this pre-workout powder, you know, when we were actually going to the gym before we got sick. I like piled a scoop of powder and basically just shocked my system with caffeine and then went. Granny Cashew's energy? Oh, I was Granny Cashewing all the way to Disney, dude. But it was a lot of fun. It was actually so much fun. Like the group that went on Monday was Kelsey, Andy, it was Kelsey, Andy, Bird Foo, and Rockin', who's one of their friends. And so it was that was actually the first time that I've gone in like a group friend setting. I've never been to Disney World in a group friend setting. It was honestly lovely. I had so much fun, and it was nice. It was nice getting to know that group a little bit more because like I've interacted with Kelsey and Andy a bunch now because of last Heroes of Time, this Heroes of Time, Streamers versus Everybody, and also I've been playing a lot of games with Kelsey in like the group that we have with like Eleni, Alex, and Kelsey. So like I'm starting to get to know them better, and they're lovely people. I adore them. They're super cool. But yeah, it was very nice getting to know their friend circle, because this is my first time meeting Bird and Foo, and they're lovely as well. They're honestly so much fun. And during D&D, oh my god, that D&D session was insane. Oh my god. Y'all, if you're, I mean, even if you're not into D&D, if you have any interest in like seeing nerds roleplay badly and just going ham, going absolute ham, yeah, the Heroes of Time D&D segment is something else. We absolutely went off the fucking rails. That was the correct crew to tap for that, honestly. Because we were trying to figure out who would, you know, who would mesh the best in a D&D setting, because not everyone had played. I know Jackson has played a little bit. I don't know how much experience Jackson has. I really didn't know how much Smant and Andy had, but they just kind of seemed to have the temperament. It actually, that went so much better than I ever could have asked. It was actually insane. Complete, utter, batshit crazy. I think I saw Fu there as well. Didn't know you both knew each other. Or was Heroes of Time the first time you met? Heroes of Time was the first time we met. Heroes of Time was the very, very first time that we met, and she is an absolute doll. I adore Fu. Fu is just the sweetest little bean, and I would protect her with my life. Like, I really loved hanging out with her. 100% hilarious chaos and well worth watching the D&D if you watch any of Heroes of Time. Yes, 100%. I honestly, like, I was dying because my coughing at that point was definitely acting up. I was trying so hard not to cough, but it was also so funny that I was scream laughing. It was absolutely scream laughing. Is there VODs of it on YouTube? Not YouTube yet, but I do believe Jiggy is uploading the VOD. You know what? I'm just gonna text him. I'm gonna text him. Jiggy, my chat is asking if Hot will get VODs. Are you doing that later? Okay, there we go. I nearly choked during the fire run. I did choke. I absolutely fucking died, man. It sure isn't confusing that I know two people called Fu. I know, same. Me too. I have two Fus in my life, and it is a little bit confusing. Texting right from PAX, that would be very Jiggy. I'm not expecting him to get back to me until later. I'm pretty sure he might be napping at this point. Because he should have just finished his, like, stage thing that he was doing. And I'm pretty sure the plan was that he was gonna do that and then go and crash and burn. Okay, I may need to watch a D&D segment VOD tonight. Oh, please do. It was genuinely so fucking funny. Aww. Oh yeah, it is also on Brett's Twitch channel. Brett, oh yeah, you know what? That's actually a good point. Hold on, let me go see if it's still there, because he might have kept the VOD off so that they can upload it. Is it still there? It is still there. Okay, so if you want to just have the D&D segment, Brett's streamed just that one. So go to Brett's Twitch channel and then look at the VOD there. Random question, but do you watch Amazing Digital Circus at all? If not, it's great. I have not yet, but I really, really, really want to. I really want to. I've heard good things. And I know it has wrapped up / is wrapping up, question mark, something like that. But I would like to watch the Digital Circus. Speaking of D&D, I got all caught up on Devil's Due and can't wait to see what Chaos and Bubs causes today. I can't wait. I'm very excited for this one, not only because are we, you know, seeing what the Devil's Due TM is, but also, like, I say the Devil's Due like the whole debt thing was planned, but it wasn't. But I think we're all translating it as that now. We're seeing what the debt thing is today, but also like the last time I played Bubs, I was very sick. I was still very sick that day, so now I actually get to play Bubs and not, you know, like say my prayers every time I have to do the voice. Sev! Hi, Sev! Fun times to be had by all. Yeah, dude. Bro! Sev! Okay, wait. Dude. This is funny. So, on Monday, when I went to Disney with the crew, TM, we were talking about we were very briefly talking about like languages and stuff because of all of the different signage, and we were taking guesses on how to pronounce like French words and stuff. We started talking then about like what languages we'd like to learn, and of course Japanese was up there, and we were talking about, oh yeah, that would be very, very helpful in this industry if we could just like, you know, learn how to speak Japanese, and how cool it would be to be able to use that skill just in general, because like and we were just shooting the shit, and then once we got to that topic, I had mentioned like, oh yeah, I have actually managed to see that in one of my friends once, and I'm like so happy for him, blah blah blah. Like he started learning Japanese, made the great exodus over to Japan, and actually got a job with Nintendo. And I was like, and I didn't name drop you or anything, but I definitely was like, yeah, I know one person who made it work, and I'm like so fucking proud of them, etc. And then Fu follows up with, yeah, I know someone like that too. Yeah, but he's like Toby Fox's producer now, etc., etc. And I'm like, bro, we're Cephazon, right? We're talking about the same person. We're talking about the same person, Fu, and we just died. We immediately died. It was hilarious. We both were, and it went on for a while. I'm very much cliff notesing this conversation because we were independently talking about our friend who made it TM via translation and stuff, and we were just like, yeah, man, that's cool that we both know someone who did that, etc., etc. And then she dropped the yeah. Now he's like Toby Fox's producer, and I'm like, huh? I think I know who you're talking about, because that's who I'm talking about too. Though, wait, yeah, exactly. We had like a moment where I just like squinted real hard. So I find it really funny that you popped in right now, Seth, because that happened literally 2 days ago, and that was one of the stories I was going to tell today, regardless if you were here or not. But you're here, and you get to hear it too. But yeah, TLDR, you have people who are proud of you, Seth. Yeah, you have people who are very, very happy for you and proud of you, and are very impressed with the way that you have taken your the way that you have stuck with your career and really just flourished. Much is love to you, dude. It was a very, very fun conversation. It was definitely one of those double takes of like, huh? That's 6 degrees of separation, dude. It's kind of wild. Like obviously the industry is very large, right? You like everyone in this industry has been, you know, working very, very hard, but it's also very neat because in a weird way, you kind of realize how much everyone just knows everyone. the little connections from person to person to person, and then realizing that we all know the same people. That's how I felt when I realized that Brett plays D&D with like Dodger. I'm also getting involved in video game government policy in the United Kingdom now too, and I've been meeting with members of the parliament lately. Good grief. Goodness gracious, my guy. Every time you swing back around, you have something new cooking, or you're doing something absolutely wild. Proud of you. I mean, if it's not already obvious, since, you know, I'm having intersecting conversations with our apparently mutual friends. But you are killing it in a way that not many people do, and I'm very, very proud of you. Jaboka, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. I know this stream's all about Heroes of Time, but I need to scream because Anime Boston's doing a HoloLive 101 meet and greet, and I got picked, and I'm screaming. Oh my god, have fun. Oh, that's so awesome, bro. You gotta tell us how that goes. You have to tell us how that goes. You have to bring back the details. Amazing. Congratulations. I'm really, really happy for you, Jaboka. And it's not just about Heroes of Time. I mean, that's going to be the majority of the conversation because that's what I have to talk about. But it's just an all-around Zatsu. We can talk about whatever. I'm going with the flow. Knowing Jimmy, there's probably some wild story to come out of it. True. Jaboka gets all the interesting stories. I'm also meeting Lord Lazybutt down there, so it's gonna be an extra special because I'm finally getting to meet them. Ah, so fun. We love that. I'm really happy for you guys. Enjoy. Both of you have fun. Hold on, Mipha's on my chair in a spot where she's not supposed to be. There we go. I got her. Oh, I'm seeing all these notifications fly by. Sorry, y'all. I'm in yap yapping. Not the game. I've been yap yapping IRL. Let me see. Inugos with 114 months. Thank you so much. Glad you're back. Masae, any chance of getting the VOD of you singing that song for the charity stream? Oh no. Which one? There are a few. Yeah, that was honestly so much fun. The anime intro was very much last minute. The intro, oh, I don't have the file for that. So the way that was recorded on Jackson's phone, on like with just the phone put between me and his piano. That was it. That's all that was. There was zero prep, zero balancing. It was a, hey, let's record this and cross our fingers and pray that it sounds good. I also had to learn the song in like 10 minutes, so I kept fucking up the words too. But haha, it's fine. It was supposed to be jank. I didn't know you did more than one. Yeah, so there was also a music segment, and it was very silly. It wasn't serious singing by any stretch. It was very silly, and I did just like a teeny tiny bit of Corridors of Time because I remembered some of the lyrics, and I I left turned into being like, I don't remember the lyrics, but I want to throw you a bone, Jackson, etc. And then at the very end, me, Fu, Alex, and Amanda sang Simple and Clean all at the same time, and I was all the fuck over the place, dude. I was all over the place. That one, it doesn't sound super challenging, but oh god, that range in that song is insane, and there was no fucking way. Not with the state that my throat was in, especially. That biblically was so good, but yeah, range not great for you. Nope, not great at all. It's like I would start comfortable and then it would slowly start picking up a little bit. It's that please, oh baby, don't go. When you get up there, it's like if I don't start low enough, then it really just shoots through the roof. And I'm like, nope, my throat will get shredded. But yeah, I don't have the file. Jackson has the file, but the VOD is still up there and it should be, you know, at least mildly clippable slash editable in the Coliseum Live VODs. Let me see. Katagi258, thank you so much for the 76 months at tier 1. Work hasn't started yet, so being able to drop by for a bit. Hope you had fun with Heroes of Time. Been entering a new chapter of work life, so a lot has changed, but always glad to see the BB thriving. You can check DM's layer for more details once there's time. Enjoy the weekend. I will. Thank you, Katagi. I will. I will definitely be checking my DM soon. It has been a lot. I have a lot that I need to catch up on. We're gonna get the 24/7 channel up soon. By the way, Brett got his up. So World of IO 247 is actually presently up and running. I need to get mine together. We have just thanks to Jiggy. Jiggy has shown us something that is gonna make it a lot easier. The only downside of it is that I have a maximum capacity of like 200 gigabytes for what I can have loaded at any one time, which is a lot of VODs, don't get me wrong, but the way that I had exported all of the cropped VODs that I had so far was not space efficient. So all of the VODs are like 20 gigs. So I'm trying to get it to a point where I can just like shrink it as much as I can without sacrificing the video quality. And I'm getting it down to like 10. I can get it down to about 10 per VOD. What would be the first few VODs you immediately want to include in? Probably, I don't know. Probably the older ones. The ones that no one really remembers anymore. So maybe Just Crow things. I might throw in Portal. We could do the Portal. We could do Just Crow things. We could get some Date Everything in there. What I also might do is take a note from Josh and do like special events where we only have the Zelda VODs or we only have the speedrunning VODs. And just like have it cycle through those for a weekend or some span of time. But I think that would be actually a really good idea. Oh no, PRT, I'm sorry. Feel better soon. Wishing you all the best. Ooh, Portal, I would watch those VODs again. Yeah, that's kind of what I mean. I'd probably start with the older ones. Maybe some Supermarket Simulator too. I'll see what we have available, but what I'm doing right now is just starting from the beginning and just re-rendering from the top. This is like continuous airing of VODs. Yeah, so it'll basically be a channel. The channel actually already exists. I just haven't done anything with it yet. It's Masae 247. It will literally run 24 hours a day. Except for like the 5 minutes that it needs to like stop and restart every 48 hours. Bye, Inu. Thank you so much for everything, dude. And also thank you for the support over the weekend. I saw you a whole bunch over the weekend. I really do appreciate it. And Aki's here. Hi, Aki. Orange is Orange with the 17 months at tier 1. Thank you, Aki. I hope you're doing well. That's totally gonna turn into my I listen to this at work channel. Aw, thank you. I would really appreciate that. I think we're also gonna get some exclusive emotes for that channel too. I have a few emotes drawn for whenever we actually launch it. Just for people who, you know, want to support extra slash don't want the ads that pop up on it. Let me see. Where are we? I'm trying to remember. Do I even have it? Twitch.tv/Masae247. I'm doing the same thing where I second guess myself on whether or not this is actually me, but I'm like, yeah, this is me. This is me. You're doing great. Oh, good to hear. That's the channel. I'm gonna aim to get it set up this weekend. That's my goal. Mama Burb, how you doing? How's Mipha? I'm doing well, Wintons. Thank you so much. Mipha's doing okay. Where is she? Where are you? She's eating. She's doing a little munch munch. Yay! Sorry, I got a message and I said yay. I said yay at message. Oh, I just sent the good news in DMs since it's not public just yet. Yeah, that's the good news. I'm not saying nothing, chat. I'm not saying nothing, but I say yay. Very exciting. Hi, Brody. Good to see you. Hi, Holly. All done with classes for the day. Weekend. Hell yeah, weekend. I wish I could have controlled this camera a little bit more while it's on. I keep watching the Core Keeper videos on Tom's YouTube over and over, and I can't stop laughing at Mipha. What's wrong with you? Mipha, Mipha is a challenge. She is such a challenge. Those streams went too long for me to be able to just put her away, so I just tried to deal with her being a menace in the background. But I'm glad you like the VODs. I would like to play Core Keeper with that crew again. I want to play Core Keeper. Core Keeper has also gone through so many updates. I think starting a new file would be so much fun. Aw, Irrational Soup with the 44 months. Thank you so much. There once was a hero named Masae. Many foes did she slay, but her routing was wrong. She forgot the soaring song, and the moon came down on the final day. I can't believe you call me out for being a bad gamer and in a notification. How dare you? But also, that rhyme was actually really good. So I will excuse it. Does Mipha get separation anxiety? It's interesting because yes and no. Mipha definitely is prone to separation anxiety if she knows that I am still nearby. If I am nearby and she can hear me or she saw me walk out of the room, she will lose her mind and scream. And she, like, but she follows me wherever I go, so she'll normally just, like, fly with me while I'm walking. She has, like, various stations throughout the house. Like, she has the playpen in my office. She has the living room cage. She has a playpen in the bedroom, and she has her like nighttime cage in the closet. And she can like fly to any of those whenever I'm walking. So it's fine. However, if she knows I am not coming back for a while and she is just, you know, on her own with other people, like maybe Brett's babysitting her or I'm leaving her at boarding, apparently she is a perfect angel and just is very, very chill. So the be all end all of it is that I bring out the worst in this bird and it kind of sucks. Hi, Fu! Hello. Did you change your username? Lilo Fu? When did you change to Lilo Fu? Oh, so just to be clear for my chat, this is not the Fu that was at the event this weekend. This is Little Fu, but now Lilo Fu, a very dear friend of mine that I've known for a very long time. I just met someone who was named Fu over this past weekend at the charity event, and now I have to like, now I'm like, now chat, this is the one I'm talking about. Oh! I did it during GDQ to give myself some distinction from Kung Fu, actually. I'm so sorry. Oh no! And it's literally the same person. Wait, Fu and Bird are local friends? I didn't know that! Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Dude! Remember, hey chat, remember when I said earlier, it's so funny how large this industry is, but it is hilarious how everyone knows each other in some capacity, and there's always like a thread that connects everyone in the space. Right here, we're seeing it again. That's why Chris donated to make you do 2P1C. Oh, bless. Bless. I was very excited when I saw Chris donate. Tell him I said thank you again. But I didn't know that you knew Kung Fu and Bird. That's super cool. Do you normally go to to GDQ? Are you going? Question mark? Masae's like, hi, Fu, parentheses, not that one. Well, normally I don't have to make the distinction, but I mean, I was very specifically talking about Kung Fu earlier. Sometimes I do AGDQ usually. Are you doing next year? We're very lightly considering going to AGDQ next January. We're not doing SGDQ, but we are very lightly considering going to AGDQ. Definitely gonna go for AGDQ next year. Excellent! That's more reason to go! Yeah, I've always been like mildly interested in GDQ, but I just, you know, it's right next to MagFest, and I didn't know the GDQ crowd. I really didn't know the GDQ crowd. So I was like, well, why? Like, I shrugged. I'm just gonna go to MagFest. But now that I'm knowing people who actually are a part of the GDQ crowd, I'm like, maybe I'll just go this year. Would be amazing to see you on a GDQ stage. That's not happening. That is not happening. There's no way. I mean, I speedrun Mario 64, but also so does everyone else and their dog in the speedrunning space. I'm gonna bully Dell into doing AGDQ too. He said he's thinking about it. I would love to have a weekend hang out with Dell! Speaking of, is Mag still on the cards next year? Mag is still on the cards next year. Obviously, it depends on the hotel situation, TM. But it's still, it is in the cards. Yes, you should go. It's so much fun and everyone is so welcoming. And Fu and Bird are social butterflies, so they'll introduce you to everyone. I would love that. I would love that so much. I'm definitely considering it. Particularly when I went to Disney World. When I went to Disney World with like Andy, Kelsey, Bird, Fu, and Rockin' on Monday, I didn't realize until that day that everyone was like a part of the GDQ crowd. And I was like, wait a second. So that means I actually have friends that do GDQ now. I had no idea that they were actually a part of like GDQ. Aw, wee! is just, oh my god, just gifted 12 months of sub to Gaming Fan 1928. Thank you, Wee. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it. That's so, so generous, my guy. And thank you for the 88 months as well at tier 1. Just dropping this now as I eat lunch and get ready to teach my last class of the day. Have a nice lunch and have a nice class. Quick question, Carlock, Lae'zel, or Shadowheart? Carlock. I love her so much. I love her with all of my heart. Give me that golden retriever energy. I adore her. I can never get enough of this model, Masae. The Karasu aesthetic will never get old. Oh, thank you! Yeah, I am very, very happy with how this model turned out. So happy with how this model turned out. I think if there's any change that I would like to make that I will think about doing in the future is making the ears, the little wing ears, a little bit more interactive. Because I've seen VTubers with, like, you know, it's linked to their eyebrows, so like they can, or their mouth tilt, so they can, you know, frown and they go down, do that, and it does one up, one down. I really would love to do that. Whoa, what is happening? Oh my god, what is Wee? What are you doing? Oh, wait, Wee is choosing violence. Wee is choosing violence. Positive in parentheses. Oh my god. And he's still going. Oh my god. Hold on. Please hold. Wee with the 12 months of sub gift to Dakota Shane Thomas. 12 months of sub gift to Lord Lazy Butt. 12 months of sub gift to Lilofu. And 12 months of sub gift to Ed Zoologist. What in the heck? Oh my god. Wow. Holy god. My guy. We thank you so much, dude. That is a lot of subs. That is a whole lot of subs. Thank you very, very much. Steel chairs for everyone. I guess so. Hold on, let me see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1 year of sub for 5 people. Thank you so much, Wee. Also, I have no audio, so I have no idea what Masae has been saying. This guy out here tossing 12 months of sub to 5 people and has me muted. I'm gonna add him in chat. I may be freaking out. Thank you, Wee. I almost typed it guy. Oops. Thank you, Wee. Bless you, dude. Thank you so much. He'll probably come and watch the VOD later when he's, you know, not on the clock. Aww, okay. And now, Dragonstorm 678. Thank you so much for the 9 months of tier 1. 9 months of hype. Also, hi, Masae. I had fun joining Community of Champions. Yay! I would like to push Community of Champions more next year. It didn't come up until it was a little bit too late, but I would like to push that a little bit more next year so that everyone knows what it is. I don't think people really understood what Community of Champions was, except for Jiggy yelling cock every 2 seconds. I think Jiggy got a little bit too hyper focused on the abbreviation. So so next year I'll be a little bit more clear. Slash like double check with them what the rundown is. I didn't quite understand what COC was that well either. Yeah, it needed to be explained a little bit more succinctly. Essentially, people could join in on the Tiltify and do a charity stream of their own that was Heroes of Time branded, but it was basically the lead up So we've started basically 2 grand ahead before the actual event even started. So it's like a way for everyone in the audience to kind of get involved and do some fundraising as well. And it was supposed to be a little bit more organic than it ended up being. It hinged on people doing streams. Yeah, like Trill Girl apparently raised $1,000 on her own. So we're gonna, next year, when it rolls around, I'll be sure to like do a little rundown for you guys. I tried my best. You did great, Dragon. Thank you so much for participating. We were very, very pleased with the people who, you know, joined in and had fun with it. I saw some familiar names in there and I was very, very excited. Oh, in some ways, this is helping me take my mind off of what's going to happen in the next 2 days, as we're going to be laying my maternal grandmother to rest tomorrow morning. We can't hear me, but I'm going to type out to him. All my hugs, all my love to you and yours, my dude. I'm sorry for your loss. Aw, that sucks. All my good vibes to we. And everyone pelt we with some hearts and some well wishes because we can't hear me right now. Jargus, thank you so much for the 200 bits. Finally hit a 32 stream watch streak. Now I can stop watching the VODs that I miss when at work, which is where I am now. Have a good day, Masae. You have a good day too. Oh, okay. Orange Boy with a 17 bucks. Thank you. PRT Artist with a 99 months of tier 1. One off triple digits. Triple digits. Very exciting. Thank you so much, PRT. Scroll down a little bit. Here we go. Kickalai! Thank you so much for the 3 months at tier 1. Welcome back. I hope you had fun. I did. So much fun. Caddis Magus with the 76 months at tier 1. Thank you, Caddis Magus. Sal, the 57 months at tier 1. Thank you, Sal. Afternoon Crochet. Good news was on my previous tier. I was able to get a new laptop. Especially an Asus Pro art. Super excited to send you art from that to the community. P.S. I sent you a heads up earlier this week if you have time later. Heck yeah, man. Congrats on your new computer. I'm also in the market for a new laptop. I'm probably going to try and see. Okay, so the last segment was an archipelago for Heroes of Time, right? I had the worst time getting it set up. That laptop is basically just a charity machine at this point because I don't use it for anything else. I use it basically strictly for charity purposes. I bring it to charity events so that if anyone needs a laptop, they can use it. I've used it for, you know, like peak, multiplayer gaming, archipelagos, blah, blah, blah. But I am kind of like, I don't know. It went so wrong on the last segment that I'm kind of like, it might be time to just fucking get rid of this thing. I mean, I think I bought it in like 2016. I'm pretty sure that was a 2016 Razer. So my laptop is dated and it also is running like absolute garbage. Okay, I'm here. You can start recapping hot now. Cubs! I point at Cubs. Cubs was also there. Cubs is also one of our Heroes of Time, buddies. We actually weren't talking a whole ton about Heroes of Time until like just now. Oh yeah, that's a bit old. What internals does it have? I'm gonna be real with you right now. I honestly don't remember. I genuinely don't remember what's in that laptop. All I know is that it has a billion errors because I barely touch it. So whenever I open it up, it's like, this doesn't work, and this doesn't work, and this doesn't work, and this isn't connecting. So it never got super in the way before, but this time it basically refused to work with OBS. It like absolutely refused to work with OBS. It did two things. It refused to work with OBS, and it also refused to map my controller buttons to the program. So it was not great. Hi, Shasto! Shasto, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome. Shasto is another one of our community of champions who participated in the lead up to Heroes of Time. We're very, very, very grateful. Thank you, Shasto, so much. I hope you had a good stream. Super Mario Galaxy? Hell yeah, dude. I need to play that game again. It's been so long. You can see it, Linux makes it run well. I mean, I don't, well, A, I don't know how Linux works, and B, Linux has some compatibility stuff with like Steam games, doesn't it? Question mark. See, I'm showing my ignorance right now. I don't really know how Linux works. But I mean, if I'm gonna junk the laptop anyway, I could do whatever with it. I'm sorry, what was that? I haven't heard it called that before. I have to read it out fully if I'm gonna like say, hey, I point at the person who just raided. They were a part of this event. I can't say that they were a part of the abbreviation that sounds slightly sus. It's a little bit more than slightly sus. But I did call it cock when we were talking about Jiggy earlier, so. Have you talked about Heads Up yet? I watched the VOD, very good segment. One of my favorites. Good job running that one. I assume that was your idea. It was very fun. It was. It was. I have not talked about Heads Up yet. Here. I felt a little. I mean, I'm really glad that it went well. I'm really glad that it went well. I even had like a few people after the fact, like tell me, hey, I really love that Heads Up segment. It was so much fun. I really like participating in that. So I was happy that everyone enjoyed themselves. Some behind the scenes thing, I really did not know how to play Heads Up. So I had to genuinely look it up 10 minutes before the segment started and like give myself a rundown of like how the fuck to play that. If you watch this segment before Heads Up, you might see me on my phone for just like a little bit at a time. And that was me trying desperately to look up how to play Heads Up. Not to mention having to do the cards twice. Oh yeah, I did. And honestly, I really didn't have to. Because at that point, when I started redoing... Okay, so I bought white cards to put the things on, right? To write down what the prompts were. And I asked MC, I bought like, it was a pack of 100. And I had to keep 50 for, you know, I had to keep 50 set aside for the incentive, which was suggest a prompt. So I had to keep 50 aside, and that gave me 50 cards to work with. I got through all of them. I looked up and I asked MC, do you think that I probably should do like a couple of enemies or, you know, not humanoid characters or something? And he looked me in the eyes and he said, I think it would be hilarious if you put in items on top of it all. And I was like, ah, shit. I was like, ah, shit. So, I also, at that point, wasn't sure if we were going to be doing, like, in a group, like, sit in a circle and guess each other's characters and take turns that way, or if we would do it the way that I said, where everyone just screams at one person. And in the end, I kind of figured just screaming at one person would end up being funnier. But yeah, I ended up taking, like, flipping the deck over, cutting it in half so I would have 100 smaller pieces of paper, and then just basically did it all over again. And then we ended up not using that many of them. So, you know, haha, it's fine. But yeah, if you see me in the previous segment just periodically looking at my phone, that was genuinely me trying to figure out how to play Heads Up before the segment started. It was a whirlwind, and I felt bad that I didn't put more investigation into it beforehand, but I was just like, oh wait, I should probably figure out how this is even played. Aw, TJ Sylvia Nakage, thank you so much for the 11 months of tier 1. Going to my first convention this June with the VIP passes. I'm excited. Have fun. Oh, that's so much fun. Enjoy. Conventions are a blast. I do miss PAX. I wish I were at PAX. I'm also exhausted and I cannot imagine going to PAX right now. Sorry, I heard Berg. I had to check on her. Regardless, it went very smoothly stream side. Thank you. I'm really glad. It was a lot of fun. Like, it was genuinely a lot of fun. I think that the segment went well. Also, I was absolutely praying that we didn't hit the stretch goal because I had no idea what telephone mode for Heads Up was even going to be. Like, I had no idea what that was even gonna be. That was basically a last minute, hey, what about telephone mode? I'm like, yeah, sure, okay. And I'm in the middle of the segment trying to figure out what the fuck telephone mode was. I was wondering too, dude. I was genuinely just like trying, as an undercurrent to that entire segment, I was trying to figure out how telephone mode was going to work if we hit that goal. So I honestly am a bit relieved that it didn't happen, but also I'm sure I could have figured something out. I could have figured it out. But say winging it as usual. Oh, dude, that's my default state. I don't know how to function without winging it. I feel like if I plan things too far in advance, I get too in my head and it becomes less fun. If that makes sense. It's just like if I am putting so much brain power into it, in that I have to like adhere to whatever it is that I have worked on previously. Oh, confirm, chat. Confirming right now that Jiggy does say that the Heroes of Time VODs will be going up as soon as he gets back from PAX. So not this weekend, but probably over the next week, the VODs will start going up. Gibber Woods with 100 bits. Thank you so much. Hoi, Masae Lasada. It's nice to be tuned in after a while. It's good to see you, Gibber. It was nice. It was fun watching that Zelda D&D stream. It was a trip. Honestly, felt like your LP Gamer was coming out there. Honestly, it did feel like it. It was absolutely bonkers. That, I mean, I was saying it earlier, but the D&D segment was insane. Oh, you know who else was lovely? You know who else was lovely? Zelda Master and Zeltic. That was my first time ever interacting with Zeltic. And Zeltic was one of the people that I hadn't heard of before Heroes of Time. Zeltic was absolutely lovely. I had so much fun just hanging out and shooting the shit with them both. But Zelda Master, y'all, I knew Zelda Master back in like 2013. And we just lost contact over the years. But I have actually previously met Zelda Master at like the PAXs, and we used to hang out, and we would chat. Back in Skype days, back in like 2013, 2014, etc., etc. Zelda Master is like one of the people that I knew from ye old YouTube. said, I'm pretty sure you knew me when I could sit on my hair. And he was like, yeah, you did. You had long hair back then. But it was wild because I saw the name, right? I saw the name in the roster and we would all, you know, we have meetings and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, surely that's not the same Zelda master. That has to be someone else. And then I'm at the house and I go and I open the door and it literally is dead ass the same Zelda master that I knew when we were in like the 2013, 2014 vibes. And like, holy shit, it was nostalgia. It was so much nostalgia. One night, when we were both off air, we just sat in like in the off room and we just shot the shit about ye old YouTube, about like the star rating system on YouTube, about like the how much the overall culture has changed, the MCNs that have risen and fallen. It was so much fun. And he even brought up, he was like, yeah, you drew my first icon on YouTube. And I remembered, I drew Zelda Master's first custom icon when he started his YouTube channel way back in the day. It was Link taking a sip of a milk thing, and it said "Got Zelda" on it. I remember, and I just got so blasted to the past. I don't even have that file anymore. That file's gone with the wind, dude. Back when YouTube channels were colorful and matched a YouTuber's personality. Exactly. Was it Brilk? Stop! It was not Brilk. Oh no. Honestly, Jilk was fine. Jilk was already. Or Jilk, whatever works. I mean, Jilk was the juice and milk. Brilk was also a thing. That was the broth and milk. I'm very, very sad that I tapped out right before everything got insane for that Wind Waker segment. Because it sounds like as soon as I left, everything went off the rails. I'm like I halfway regret, and I halfway am actually very thankful because I 100% would have partaken. I'm definitely one of those people who's like, huh, we doing something weird? Sign me up, bro, I'll do it. Everyone got overtired and it went off the rail. I'm so sad. I'm so sad I missed that. I want to find the clip of Jackson saying Vajilk. I need to find that clip. If anyone finds the clip or the part of the VOD where Jackson says Vajilk, I will be very, very happy. Baku going, huh? So basically, okay, this is an overarching context. At the very, very end of, I think it was the second day. At the very, very end of the second day, we were doing the Wind Waker shopping list, which tends to go on for a very long time. And at some point, but when I was up, it was already getting pretty off the rails. They were taking bribes for, like charity bribes for baby birding each other food. You know, just all of the best stuff. Because Bird was there, so, you know, baby birding food. So he and Andy were gonna baby bird food back and forth. You know, just classic late night shenanigans. Shrug. But at some point, after I just bros being bros, you know, exactly. Baby Bird, you're bro. But apparently after I left, the conversation turned to mixing milk with various other liquids. I know that there was Brilk, which was chicken broth and milk, which they did drink that. Thank God I missed that. There was Jilk, which is orange juice and milk, which I did drink that at Archipelago on the last day. But one of the other participants, I believe it was Pippi. Pippi is a vegetarian slash vegan. So in order to like try and include her on the brilk, Jackson put vegetable and milk together and it came out vajilk. And I haven't seen the clip yet, but I need to see what everyone's reaction was to that. They told me about it the next day and I lost it. I absolutely fucking lost my mind. That's better than where my mind went. No, it was completely innocent. It was completely innocent. And Jackson was doing it as a general, like, actual bit of like, oh, we combine broth and milk, brilk, juice and milk, jilk. What is vegetable and milk? It's vajilk, of course. Crazy. Crazy crew. Please don't say those words. Dude, I'm just the messenger here. I'm just telling the story as it was told to me. I wasn't even there. Also, hi, Gadzooks. Thank you so much for the 114 months. Tier 1. Okay, gamer, should I inform Masae that it's my sub anniversary? Type Y/N in chat. I mean, I'm gonna be spiteful and I'm gonna do this. Don't do it. Don't do it. Even though you've already done it, don't do it. Scully Pendra, thank you so much for the 109 months of tier 1. Yo, welcome back to say thank you. Thank you so much. One moment, let me scroll back down. Sorry, y'all. I'm like jumping back and forth between notifications right now. Ugh, okra milk? Okra milk sounds horrendous. That sounds gross. I don't even like okra in general. I once tried to include okra in Mipha's food, and I blended it because I blend all of her food, and it turned foamy and sticky and slimy, and I hated it. It was not good. I'm pretty sure I got through like half of that batch and then I threw it out, not because it wasn't good, but because I just could not handle the texture on my hands anymore. Okra milk, that's a no from me, dude. Okra milk, oh god. Honestly, that would be a great incentive for next year. I'm gonna write that down. Not that I'll actually remember, but damn, that has to be a throwback. Isn't okra like very good for birds? It is. It's very, very good for birds. That's why I wanted to include it. But I genuinely just could not work with that texture. I could probably do it again and just chop it instead of blending it. But when you blend okra, it foams up and feels like, what does it even feel like? It feels like putty. Aww. Let me see. Wait, where did I leave off? Oh, here we go. Samantha, thank you so much for the 7 months of Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. Amazon keeps sending these. I'll keep using them. That said, how did I end up at 7 months here too? I appreciate it, Samantha. Thank you very much. Okra has mucilin, which causes it to feel like mucus. It basically is mucus. It's gross. No, thank you. I'll pass on that. So I'm gonna say you're forgetting the most important part of the weekend when we kicked Team Andy's ass at D3. You're right. That was so good. I was so proud of us, dude. I was so proud of that. We did a relay of the of the third dungeon of all of the 2D Zelda games. So like one person, we swapped off on death and we swapped off on dungeon completion, and it was actually so good. Andy is wildly good at Zelda. He does the randomizers all of the fucking time, so I feel like we were at an inherent handicap, but like we pulled through. We did really good at that. I was so proud of us for that puzzle. Halfway through we hit an incentive in order to like stop, because it was a race. We were trying to finish as many dungeons as we could before time up, and in the middle of it we hit the special incentive, and the special incentive, a surprise for us, was that we had to complete a jigsaw puzzle before we got back to the game. That last puzzle piece was hilarious. Who did that? Who actually did that? I know someone hid the last piece, but I didn't catch who it was. That cracks me up. But it was so much fun. I'm really proud of us at how quickly we got through that puzzle. The real hard part of the puzzle was opening the damn thing. I know! And they just ripped theirs open. They had a head start. We were like trying to actually, you know, save the box. And they were like, nope. Tears it open. Bunch of barbarians. Aww, Think Plank, thank you so much for the 12 months of tier 1. I appreciate it. That's 1 whole year. Think Plank, thank you. I must have missed this time for VODs. Yeah, it was the, what even was the segment name? What was the segment name, Cubs? Hi, Fire Goddess, good to see you. Dandy, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Freeze Flame Weavile. It's super sweet. Storms002 with a 67 months of tier 1. Thank you. Can't chat for long since I have a meeting in a few minutes. I wanted to drop my resub. Glad you had fun on your trip at the charity event. Thank you, Storms. Chuck Pens with 114 months. Thank you so much. 2D dungeon race, I think? That honestly tracks. Yeah, it was a 2D dungeon race. It was very good. Phoenix Girl, thank you so much for 107 months of tier 1. Hey, Masae, your month-long VTuber celebration is almost done, which means we're about to reach a big explosion finale in the Minecraft realm. Aww, small shout out to all the subs in the Discord on March 31st at 7 p.m. Eastern. Those of us in the realm are going to gather in VC, and I'll try screen sharing it to Discord for the big end. You can take a look at all the builds excuse me, people have made, which is incredible looking. We're also doing a little race on Sunday going through all the builds too. Okay, I have to mark that in my calendar. I'd like to pop in, at least for a bit. I really want to see what everyone has cooked up. I'll pop in and I'll say hi. Mark that in my calendar. Thank you, Phoenix. Oh yeah, sorry about getting the game wrong during charades. I was singing Rutella from Twilight Princess, but for some reason I confused her for Larudo. I felt so embarrassed. Don't feel embarrassed. Do not. Please don't feel bad. It was absolutely no big deal. Like, I didn't know. I couldn't tell you where half of the characters are from, honestly. So like, all it took was just a little Sharpie cross out and we were good to go. Should do a play-by-play of the girding on stream. Oh my god, the girding. I feel as though if I play that, I might get banned. That's how bad that was. Bro. So, one of the segments had an incentive to basically throw yogurt at Jiggy at the very end. It was similar to last year, how we all pelted him with water balloons, but instead this year it was yogurt. And oh my god, you guys clipped it. It was the wheel. It all blends together in my brain. Oh my god. That sure is. Yeah, we can watch it. Why not? Who cares? I'm gonna pull it up. It's short enough. Because I think that is best experienced TM. I have no idea how some people manage to squirt the GERD out of the Ziploc bags. We were biting the ends off of the corner. We were initially going to throw it at him, but yeah, the plastic bags are very awkward. So we just bit the corner off of the bottom of the bag and then basically used it like a cake pipe. I haven't done the Tomodachi Life demo. I might just wait until it comes out completely and not play the demo quite yet. Oh, okay. I need to scroll up. There's all of Wee's gift subs! And Taz! Lord Inquisitor Tazarim with the 53 months with Twitch Prime. Thank you, Taz. Hey, Masae, how are you? I'm doing well, thank you. I legit woke up about an hour ago. I'm vibing and nearing the end of Monster Hunter Stories 3 main story. I've heard such good things about Stories 3. Stories 3 sounds like it's great. When I finish up Tomodachi Life and Pocopia, that might be my main just wind down just for fun game. I'm so nervous I'm not a high enough level for it. Might need to hunt an entire population of barrel felines or their juicy peas. XPs? XPs! I realized too late that you were saying XPs. I thought it was an emote. Thank you, Taz. Good luck! Apparently they took away the Tomo share, like sharing online. I'm gonna be real with you right now. With the things that I have seen coming out from people just like taking pictures with their phone, I can kind of see why. I also think that it sucks. Don't get me wrong, I also think that it sucks that sharing things has been taken out of Tomodachi Life. However, exclamation point. Apparently this game has zero censoring or filtering or anything. I have seen some heinous shit on my timeline. I like have been clutching my pearls at the heinous shit people are making these cute little me's say and do. I'm like, oh my god. I mean, it cracks me up. It kind of like cracks me up a bit, but I'm also like, okay, you know what? Understandable. Now it kind of makes sense. I saw Dovey posting a couple of them, and that's how I found out that they did not include any sort of filter whatsoever on this game, and I kind of went, oh no. So honestly, I get it. It's a shame, but I do understand. Not sure who decided to put that filter thing in because the internet will take advantage of it. I mean, I think that was the point. I think they knew that heinous shit was going to be made with this, which is why they took off. Like, they probably wanted to take the filter off so that people can do whatever the fuck with the game. But it was kind of like it kind of feels like it was a one or the other. Like, either censor / filter the shit out of it, or take down, like, sanctioned quote-unquote sharing. Which, I mean, I hate that we couldn't have, you know, both? But seeing the things that I have seen over the past couple of days, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. I don't blame them, but at the same time, it seems like an odd preference of choice for Nintendo. Yeah, I'm surprised that they went that way. I am genuinely surprised that they went that way. And honestly, y'all, I gotta say, there is a certain amount of charm with everyone taking basically like phone pictures of their Tomodachi life and sharing it that way. As someone who is from ye old internet, it reminds me of webcam LPs, and it kind of gives me life. It almost makes it even funnier than if you were to take a proper screenshot slash video of it. It just kind of adds to the jank for me. So I've just been seeing the worst video quality recordings of me's saying heinous shit, and I'm like, oh wait, this is actually kind of comedy gold. I'm kind of vibing with this, honestly. Gantilia Talk, thank you so much for the 24 months at tier 1. That's 2 years. Thank you. And Team Riptide with the 70 months at tier 1. Thank you so much, Riptide. Let me see. Gamer00700 with the 500 bits. Thank you so much, gamers. Welcome back, Masae. Thank you. It's so good to be back. I've seen videos from the original where they were able to bypass the censor anyway, so that might be another reason why they decided to cut sharing. Honestly, probably. Honestly, that makes sense. Yeah, we're out of snoozes. We're out of snoozes, and also we're getting to the... Oh, shit. Honestly, we probably could just wrap up stream. I know I said that we were gonna watch the Jiggy thing really fast. Honestly, maybe we can. Hold on. Because I do have D&D here in just a few minutes. I'm gonna go here. Really quick, chat. Right there.
What? No, don't rush me. Don't rush
me. Yep, this is it. Okay, hold on. This is the very, very end of... This is the very, very end of the event over the weekend.
No,
it all culminated to this.
Oh my god!
I got the one on his right cheek.
My camera.
Oh my god.
Right,
horrendous.
I think I'm pregnant.
Fuck! God damn it! That last line. Okay, Jiggy told us after the fact that he didn't realize that the mic was on. He thought that we left the mics inside. So he said that for us so that we would laugh and have a little private moment for the people who were there. But it turns out the mics were hot. Haha, hot. The mics were on, and now the internet has that forever. I call bullshit on that. I don't know, dude. He looked absolutely mortified the moment that he found out. And Jiggy does a lot of shit for charity and the charity money, but that moment when like we were like the mics were on, he looked genuinely like horrified. He thanked everyone for watching after he said that. Did he? I didn't see that. Or I was too busy dying. In that case, yeah, that's bullshit. How dare you, Jiggy? How dare you, Jiggy? We're getting instant... Can we get an instant replay? We're getting instant replay. Here you go.
What? No, don't rush me. Don't rush me.
3.
Don't rush. No, don't rush me. Don't rush me.
Rush it, please.
I feel bad. I got him right in the eye.
My camera.
Oh my god.
Yo, I can't tell you how much that fucking stank. I love yogurt. Yogurt outside in vast quantities and spread all over the porch did not smell good. It was not good. I think I'm pregnant. No. Yeah, dude. It was so... I got jump scared. It was so fucking funny. Oh shit, we have like 40 seconds. Salami-san, thank you so much for the 100 bits. I appreciate you. Miracle Captors, thank you so much for the 100 bits and for the fart. I know you're not sorry. Gamer00700 with the gifted sub to Swift Force Sweeper, and Miracle Captor 04 with the 100 bits again. Thank you so much, you guys. Most of the time I make my original characters in the game instead of a canon character. If that's fair, I'm probably gonna be doing the same, honestly. Anyway, chat, that's it from me for today. I know we have ads here in like a couple of seconds. I'm not gonna be able to make it before the ads go, but I'm gonna go ahead and raid. We're gonna raid the World of Io today because that's where I'm going next, and that's why I have to hop off really quick. We're gonna be doing Devil's Due here in just a couple of minutes. So go hang out over there. I'm coming back here very shortly. I'm gonna grab myself a snack. I'm gonna grab myself a drink, and I'm gonna go and do some throat self-care, because otherwise I will die. My poor throat is not doing too hot right now. So thank you so much for coming. I'm glad that we could touch bases today. Next week, we're gonna be hitting the games, y'all. We're resuming our regularly scheduled streams next week. We'll be doing more Pokemon, more Hollow Knight, and see what else I have up my sleeve. But we should have an actual schedule out either, well, most likely Monday morning. It's wonderful to be back. Thank you for your patience. I know that things have been a little bit sporadic here and there, but I appreciate you guys hanging out and keeping up with me. It was for this past week. It was for a great cause. But otherwise, I'll see you all next time. Go watch D&D. Bye bye. Otsukarasu yo.